and you're on the road and you're struggling, to just not get out of that funk, to just let the emotions take over and you just go on home and say we had a good season, but it wasn't enough. But Tatum didn't do that. He dug deep. Crowd was against him. Everything was against him. There was no momentum on his side. Looked like his team was going home, and he just found a way to hit shot after shot down the stretch. And that's just kudos, and you got to tip your cap to who Jason Tatum is as a person and as an individual in these moments. I've seen a lot of great basketball players fold under that pressure. It's the fourth quarter. It's the playoffs. It's an elimination game. They're not having a good game, and they just never quite flip the switch. The way Tatum was able to flip that switch in the fourth quarter and turn a terrible game for him and the Celtics.
There when you call, but always on time. The lead is up to 8 for Boston. And it's starting to feel like this one is really over now.
Yeah, Doc was trying to get them to foul.
Tatum with the three. That one falls. 16 points in the fourth quarter. Jason Tatum with that old refrain, "You forgot about me."
All right, welcome to Playoff Central Live. Nabil Kareem, Brendan Haywood, Sam Mitchell. Complete post-game coverage coming up. We're going to hear from the players, the coaches, all the key quotes. As we're going to Game 7 here, thanks to Jason Tatum and what he did, because for 3 quarters, it was crazy. And we were thinking, what are we going to be saying about Jason Tatum if Boston gets knocked out and he plays this way? But in that fourth quarter,
first team All-NBA player supposed to do. Keep pushing the envelope, keep attacking, keep looking for his shots. Who he going to pass it to? The only other person on that floor that he's going to trust is Jaylen Brown. It's those two. So he did what he was supposed to do. That's what great players do. Give Boston credit. Philadelphia hung around, took the lead. In Boston, Jason Tatum, at the right time when they needed him the most and when it counted, he stepped up to deliver 16 points in the fourth quarter. Now the question is, what is the MVP going to do coming back Game 7 in Boston? He's got to take his game to another level. I love this series because no one expected this series to go 5.
And a great fourth quarter for him. That was absolutely the stuff that legends are made of.
Didn't Jason Tatum make first team All-NBA?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he did what he was supposed to do, keep shooting. Look, when I played in the playoffs, we had Reggie Miller. Vern Fleming, one of our co-captains, walked up to Reggie before the game in front of the whole team. He said, if we lose tonight, you better be 5 for 30. Not 5 for 12, not 5 for 13. You got to give yourself a chance. And what Jason Tatum did was what great players are supposed to do. Keep giving yourself chances. Don't look. It's a fourth quarter game, and he said it. You get off to a slow start, you miss some shots, but for scores, for great players, all they got to do is see one ball go in at the right time to build their confidence. It's a 7-game series, and it's going the way we all thought it would.
The only reason I would say that maybe people might have thought Jason Tatum wouldn't have had that quarter he's had is because he wasn't just missing shots, Coach. He was missing shots. He was turning over the ball. Yeah. His body language looked different. But then again, fourth quarter, completely different player.
Well, let's just go down the list. I've seen Michael Jordan have quarters in stretches like this. I've seen Magic Johnson. I've seen LeBron, KD, Booker, all great players. But the thing that they do is they keep pushing. They keep attacking because, again, they understand. That's why they're getting paid what they're paid. That's why they're first team All-NBA. Jason Tatum could have lost this game tonight. And no one, he would have had a bad game, but no one would have questioned his greatness. Why? Because he kept attacking. Let me tell you when you question a guy's greatness. Is when he's 5 for 14 and he stopped shooting. Right. He stopped being aggressive. But if he's 5 for 28, now you guys, the public may say, well, 5 for 28, he should have did this, should have did that. But Brendan, I'm sitting there saying he went out like he was supposed to. He went out with his boots on. He went out firing. You're a great player. If you're going to lose and your team going to lose, it better not be Marcus Smart going 5 for 25. It better be Tatum or Brown going 5 for 25.
And you saw the reaction at the end of
15 with 5 minutes to play, and Dirk just won't be stopped. I mean, listen, I love Serge Ibaka, but he hooked him up to a Ford F-150 and drug him all around the gym. And as a unit, we just rallied behind that. Right. And so that's what I saw tonight as Tatum continued to hit shot after shot after shot. You just saw the Celtics' confidence level go up. You start seeing the active hands defensively. They start getting that the more air in their chest because their leader had finally arrived and started playing like the first-team All-NBA guy that we know that he is.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Boston going on a 14-3 run to end this game. The Sixers on their side, fourth quarter collapse. Let's hear from their coach, Doc Rivers.
Players and playing well, sometimes you start searching for answers like, man, how are we going to do this? We on the road. the Phillies come back from a big lead. I mean, what are we going to do? And when you see your best player step up, emerge, and start carrying you, it just lifts everybody else up because they're looking for you anyway. When you're the guy, your teammates are looking for you in big-time moments. We're used to getting you the ball. We're used to having you deliver. And on a night where you're struggling, all of a sudden for Tatum to flip that switch, that just ignites everything. Those guys, you get a little bit more pop in your step when you're rebounding, when you're running down the court, sprinting back on defense, running back a little bit harder because you truly believe. And when you're seeing your big dog go out there and eat, it just, something about it, for me, it takes me back to 2011 in OKC in the playoffs watching Dirk. It looks like we're about to lose. And
I don't think we trusted very well. It's a make-miss league, and they were 15 for 35 from the three. We were 8 for 34. I would say we had a lot of wide-open threes. We didn't make them. I didn't like how we played overall offensively, though. Down the stretch, got to play for your big fella more. Didn't think the ball went there. So I have to watch the film, but I just didn't think we had a game of great trust tonight. I thought our guys all wanted to win. They played that way, and sometimes I think that gets in your way, and I thought that happened tonight.
After Tatum started so poorly shooting the ball,
Yeah.
what got him for you?
Just he shook us loose a couple of times. We double-teamed twice when we were not double-teaming, and he was the last guy open. So I thought that the one got him going. And then once he got it going, it's hard to turn him off.
How did they limit James tonight, and what did you think of James' game?
They just had a lot of size in the paint. James was good. I mean, he was aggressive downhill. I just didn't think we had great ball movement as a team tonight. We got to get back. Every time we do that, we struggle. Every time we play right, we don't. I thought, to me, we just didn't trust our stuff.
Why do you think you struggled with the two-big lineup?
Just ball movement. I thought the ball didn't move the first 3 or 4 possessions. I thought there were plenty of opportunities to swing, catch, get Joel the ball in the right spots on the elbow, and we just didn't do it. So I'll watch the film, and I'll give you a better answer tomorrow. But I didn't think we trusted. It didn't matter what lineup. We didn't score in any lineup tonight. We struggled scoring. I thought we had a lot of self-inflicted wounds tonight. I think those are easy to fix. You get them ready, and you can win there. We've done that, just like they've won here.
I was about to say you won there twice, so I mean, you obviously got to feel confidence heading into this game 7.
We're confident, just period. We've been confident. We were confident going into tonight, but we didn't win the game, and they were confident too. It's 2 teams trying to win, right? And so give them credit. They won the game tonight.
Doc, do you think fatigue played a role in your guys' effectiveness tonight, and do you think the extra day will help?
The extra day will help everybody. It'll help them too. Clearly it'll help big fella. Well, we knew we had to go through this team. Nothing's changed. And that's what they all were saying, that it wasn't a down locker room. I mean, they were disappointed they lost the game. But you didn't have a locker room of anybody feeling defeated or anything like that. I can guarantee you that.
How do you take the disappointment of tonight and put it aside and get ready for it?
You have no choice. You really don't. You watch film. You find areas where you can improve.
Talk to me about his mental fortitude, because it's real easy when you're in.
Does that contribute to them being able to get out of
It was the key. I thought we took some tough shots, which means you don't have floor balance. And when you take those shots and they get out and running, you're in trouble. One thing we have to do, what did they have, 18 fast break, the way we count them, in the first half. And then they had more in the second half. Right now, the transition game in this series is the difference.